guys who ask, wonder what they're doing in T-Town right now? Not this. It's South Alabama's #1 podcast, Drive Time with DJ and KJ.
Good Friday morning. Welcome to Drive Time. Today, from Tallulah Bells. Going to have Mallory and Tracy on a little bit later, talk about all the good, exciting things going on down here at Tallulah Bells. But first, good morning to each of you. I do not have my stream pulled up, Ken. Can't seem to find it, so I'm flying blind here. But
it's on my page.
Okay.
It's in the Drive Time page, too.
I just can't get it pulled up.
Oh, you probably need to get hooked up on the Wi-Fi.
That would probably help, but with that being the case, I'll let you
give it to Mal. She'll put your
just disregard her in there.
I knew that was coming. I was going to say, don't get the photos out, but at all.
I'll let you handle the good mornings. I don't have it.
Well, okay. Let's see here. Good morning, Jordan Rowland, Hot Rod, Rodney Williamson, Amanda Henry. There's Deborah Hathorne. I thought she was supposed to be here.
She was. Get on to her.
Hey, you heard Tracy said get on to her. So, Deborah, you should be here. Gail Kurtz, good morning. Timmy Wiggins, happy Friday. That's right. Carol Gooden, good morning, Miss Carol. Let's see, Sandra Neely.
Thank you.
Tasha Presley, Jake Hodge, John Blair. Good morning, John Blair. I don't think that's the John Blair that we all know and love. And you know the John Blair we're talking about. Crystal Clemens, good morning to you. Brooke Young, Carmen Rawls, April Bethay, Kristen Kennedy. There's Rusty. Good morning, Rusty Miller. Action. Good morning, Sheriff Jackson, Hal Whitman, Heather Smith, Ashley Bush. Good Lord. There's a bunch of them in there. DJ, I'm out of breath. Have you got it yet?
I've got it, but I don't even know where to pick up. I'm
okay.
Not sure. I tell you what, let me get a ham
Ride.
biscuit. I can't think straight until I have at least another ham biscuit.
This will be the third.
Thank you, Tracy.
Great food. Good morning, Cindy. Oh, let's see here. Let me get your mic turned up there, Coach. Go ahead with it, see if that works.
DJ's getting free food.
There you go. That one works.
There you go.
Yeah, it's hot. Hayes Woods in. Good morning, Hayes. John Commander, good morning to you. Casey Leanna, good morning. JP the coach, good morning. Squirrels in. Good morning, James. Aunt B's in. PGP. It wouldn't be drive time without PGP. Good morning. Paula, Denise Finley's in as well. Good morning to you. Good morning, Coach Riggs.
Good morning. Good morning.
You know, we were talking as we were kind of getting this set up, and whether you were aware of it or not at the time, you kind of helped get this kick started. So there might be a lot of people upset with you, the fact that you're here, because in the early days, you just came in trying to mind your own business, checking on your vehicle, and we snatched you in the office, and there we went.
Yeah, I did find my vehicle that day, though. You'd had it about a month, but I did find my truck that day, which was good and everything. Got to talk a little bit. It was good.
We had a good time.
That
was when the news was starting to break that you were going to be the new athletic director and head football coach at Houston Academy. We certainly enjoyed following you this year. You don't know this, or you may not know this. We did a football game picking contest throughout the year, giving away a car.
Really?
Giving away a car. We're going to do it next week if the weather ever permits. But we have a winner. But Houston Academy was a game of ours to choose from or to pick from almost every week. Everybody on this end of the county loaded up on Houston Academy almost each and every week.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well.
So we had fun. We had fun following the guys. Oftentimes we referred to y'all as T.R. Miller East. You and, of course, Mark Edge, Eddie Brundridge, and Jack Wiggum all over there getting the band back together. But talk a little bit about the year. I know they'd fallen on tough times in terms of winning football games. You guys certainly turned it around this year. Talk about the year in general, if you will, please.
Well, it was very, very different. I can tell you that from what I've been used to here at Miller, and there were I kind of investigated that thing before I got into it, talked to a lot of people and about what needed doing, world problems. You know, it's human nature when things don't go well and things have not gone well there. When things don't go well, it's human nature to blame people, and everybody kind of blaming each other a little bit. And but when it all got done, I found out that when I took the job that a lot of people want to do it right, and they hired me to try to fix football over there, and so that's kind of what we were trying to do. And the other thing that we knew when we went over there was that it was going to probably be a 45-year deal. You know, we weren't going to turn things around immediately or anything. Now, we did win a few more games we probably anticipated this year, but it was going to take a little while to get that done, and it is. We've got a long way to go in a lot of areas.
Well, I was very concerned talking to you early on after you'd had a chance to practice the guys a couple of times to see them work out, and I said, well, where are you at? And he said, well, and you said, well, we have a kicker.
Yeah.
And then the conversation kind of paused for a minute, and it was going to be building from there. But you guys pieced together a nice football team, had a nice season, went 7-3 in the regular season. Of course, made the playoffs and faced a very tough Providence Christian team there in round one. Didn't go your way that night, but I know everybody there was excited to get back into playoff football, win some games, and it seems like things are on the upswing there, and certainly excited to about that and look forward to following you guys in the future.
Well, yeah, I say we got a long way to go with a lot of things. You know, one of the things when you've lost that many games and a lot of things are broken, there were a lot of problems, and one of the main things is, number one, we don't have enough players. You know, we're short on speed, short on strength, and so we had to go back and, you know, if you're going to get stronger, you got to get in that weight room and work, and it's going to take a while to be able to do that. And so we're making some progress with some of that now, but basically took a lot of the weight program we had done here at Miller and put it in over there. And did you know we were famous for our squatting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did, and I got that. Alan Baker's actually what created all that, and we put in the same squat program. And the first time we did it, we basically squatted 45 reps. Okay,
yeah,
and we had a banquet about 2 weeks ago, and one of the captains got up and said the first time he told us to squat 45 reps, we thought he was crazy. Of course, he was a senior that said that.
How many had they done prior to that, you reckon?
Not that many. And but, you know, it just took them a while to get used to things. And the other thing I really liked about working with these guys is they wanted to do well. And they would do just about anything you asked them to do. And so that was good. And there was just a lot of good teaching moments, you know, about how to get ready for games and how to prepare, you know, kind of effort and things you want to do at practice. So we just kind of started over and made some gradual progress.
Got to ask this question. Mm-hmm. Your entire life, you have worn red. Houston Academy's not red. They're actually blue, as fate would have it. Tell me how that was.
Pull that mic in, too.
Tell me how that was, peeling the red off and putting on the blue for the first couple of times.
Well, it was a little different. You know, I basically had no blue in my wardrobe anywhere. Well, I had 2 pair of blue jeans. But outside of that, I didn't have a blue shirt. I didn't have anything, so it took me a little while to kind of get going with that. It was a little bit different, but, you know, I guess after a while you get used to anything, and so I've tried not to comment about that a whole lot.
Good morning, Matt Hodge. Heath Madison's in. Good morning to you. Daniel Smith, Logan Williamson, Marshall Bracken, O'Clack's in. Good morning, O. LaDon Smith, good morning, Carlos. Amando Gwynn's in as well. Leslie Williamson, good morning to you. Also, Coach, something I thought was pretty neat, especially for those over here that knew all of you when you got over there, is seeing Jack Wiggum come back in the fold. Of course, he had been here for so many years, so many great seasons with T.R. Miller, went to Op for a time as a head coach, got out of it. You were able to get him back in. How was it having Jack Wiggum back on the sidelines and coaching football with him again?
It was great. You know, really, Jack picked up. It didn't take him long to get back into it. And he got back into that. And, you know, we lost Mark Edge, you know, to, of course, Mark had cancer surgery, and we lost Mark during the course of the season there. And Jack kind of took up a lot of what Mark was going to do and filled in and did a really great job of that. But one thing was really good for Jack, I think, not only get back in coaching, but his 3 sons got involved over there. The oldest one, Peyton, is actually going to Troy, and he got transferred to Troy Dothan there and transferred all his stuff there, and he helped us coach this fall.
Okay.
And so that was, he's going to be a coach. His grandfather up at Clay County was a coach, and so obviously as well as his father, so that was good. And then Jack's youngest son, Brady's in the 7th grade, so he played on our 7th grade team, and his middle son, Cade, was in the 9th grade, and he played on our varsity team, and as well as our JV team. So he not only got back into coaching, but he got his 3 sons involved as well.
Sucking down the ham biscuit. Sorry.
I want to ask this question, Coach.
I got hung up.
I saw, I don't remember if it was second, third, fourth game where you got out there and broke it down. I mean, dancing and breaking it down dancing, and I thought that was a side of Coach Riggs I don't know if many people have seen in the past. How did all of that come about?
Well, when we went there, we had lost 19 games in a row. Well, we played a preseason game, which we won, but that doesn't count. So, no matter what you say, you got that hanging over you.
Right.
We really couldn't go anywhere else till we got that off of us. And so just one day at practice, we were talking at the end of practice, and I just kind of blurted out, well, I'll tell you this, if we win a game, I didn't say if we win a game. I think I just said when we win a game, when we win our first game, I'll dance on the 50-yard line. And they again looked at me like they did when I told them to do 45 squats. Like, really, or whatever, And so from that point on all week, they kept telling me, Coach, you'll be dancing after the game Friday night. So anyway, we won the game, and we didn't get to shake hands good before they're all gathering everybody up there. The band played, and I went over there in front of them, and I'm not quite as good as I was in the 70s, but I can still dance a little bit.
All I could think about was back last year when you were practicing with them and you created some excitement in practice, you ruptured your Achilles tendon. And I said he's fixing to pop a hip. He's fixing to pop a hip.
No.
You did good.
Yeah, I did good. And not only that, but this is important, the orthopedist that did my surgery was on my sideline every Friday night, and so he was there when I was dancing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Full recovery.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, Matt Hodge, the principal at WS Neal, says he's got a blue shirt. He'd be glad to give you, Coach Riggs. I don't think Matt Hodge, and we all know Hodge, I don't think Hodge understands not Neal blue anyway. How about that?
Yeah, well, again, I'll just refrain from commenting on the color thing right now.
It was also fun to celebrate, postseason, Eddie Brundage being named as Assistant Coach of the Year. Of course, that's not a surprise to anybody around here. We knows what he brings to the classroom and, of course, to the playing field. But it was exciting to see him get that recognition and, of course, celebrate that with him.
Really was, and Eddie did an outstanding job, and he coached offensive line, was our assistant head coach, and one of the best things, though, is just every once in a while, about every week or two, I would just say, hey, Eddie, how about talking to the players after the practice today? And it would be about 3 or 4 minutes, just be great. Just great, and they really love him over there. And I told somebody not long ago, if I walked in and said, "Hey, look, guys, I've got to go. I can't coach here anymore," their first question would be, "Is Eddie staying?" That's what they would want to know more than anything else.
Something else I thought was a pretty neat connection. One of your seniors, Jed Ogletree. His dad, Tom, and his mother, Dina, are graduates of T.R. Miller, graduated in 1984. Dina, of course, a cheerleader. Tom was a football player. You were his coach, defensive coordinator in the 83 football season. And then, of course, y'all had his youngest son this year as a senior at Houston Academy. He was a pretty good player.
Oh, he's actually a junior.
A junior, so you have him back again.
Have him back again. And he really is. He's a tough Jake, Ogletree Jake's.
I'm not shocked that he's tough.
He really is. He's a tough kid. He hurt his ankle about the third game, and it had one of those kind of high ankle sprains. Takes a while to get over. It really hurt us. He was out really for about 5 or 6 weeks with that. But so we'll have him back. But he is a tough young man. But it was kind of fun, the connection and everything. And the first offensive play we ran this year in the preseason game, we gave the ball to Jake, and Jake went over and got knocked out of bounds and fumbled. And the ball went out of bounds, and I looked at him, I said, I can't believe you fumbled on my very first play at Houston Academy, and your daddy played at T.R. Miller. I can't believe that.
Talk about, and something else that I've been impressed with is Houston Academy's social media presence. They have a very active Facebook page. I follow a lot of the activities going on through there. A lot of big things go on at Houston Academy that don't go on at other schools. I mean, there are things going on in terms of class trips, in terms of extracurricular activities. I mean, it's a very nice program. I'm sure that you're excited about what the future holds there.
Well, there's all kind of things going on. You are right, all the time. And we've got a media guy named Brian Jackson, who actually is one of my kicking coaches. I have 2 kicking coaches. Two, yes. And he does a really nice job with the kickers, and a nice job, and he handled all our video stuff, and also it's great to have him. But they do a lot of things, go on a lot of trips, and in the spring, almost all the kids go on some kind of a spring trip. There's one group that goes on a tour of colleges all through the East. There's another group that goes to Europe. You know, they have a Europe trip, and so they have different trips for different classes to go on. So they're constantly going somewhere.
Well, you know, obviously, for those that may not know that are watching this morning, you guys are 3A. Obviously, T.R. Miller was 3A. And I don't mind telling you, as we kind of got in the halfway point of the season, and y'all were winning, and we were winning, people started, there was a little bit of conversation. Could we meet up in the playoffs, start looking at brackets or whatnot? It didn't happen this year, but that's going to happen. And probably in the near future, sooner rather than later, T.R. Miller and Houston Academy are going to cross paths in the playoffs, and that's going to be interesting. Have you even let that thought enter your head? Have you given any thought to that in terms of facing your alma mater and, of course, the school that you coached at for so many years?
No.
Good answer. What did you think about the Canes winning it this year? Good football team.
Yeah, they really were. They really were, and you know, did a nice job of using their personnel, and you know, obviously Providence is our big rival over there, and I knew that they had a good defensive football team. They were really good. Had a bunch of linemen. He had Providence had 19 seniors.
Yeah,
they were kind of an older team.
That was a good football game.
Yeah, and but Farmington did a great job down there, and to get it done, I was proud for them and for Coach Vickery.
You know, you have talked about it many times. I've had some conversations with you, and of course, you've coached a couple of teams that did just that. When a team gets in the playoffs and get hot and they think they can win, they become a very dangerous opponent, and that's what everybody found with Flomaton on their run through the 3A. They, I don't know that they were the favorites by any stretch of the imagination going into the playoffs, but they kind of hit their stride, and they were a tough team to handle.
Well, they were, and you know, but that happens sometimes where you can just kind of get on a roll. Usually what happens is about the second week of the playoffs, you beat somebody you probably nobody thought you could beat. You upset somebody, and the next week you look and say, well, what?
Playing in the fall, spring training right around the corner, I'm assuming. When will you guys get started and get that going?
We'll do spring in May, and with everything going on, of course, I always do it in February here, but over there we'll do it in May. And the main thing we're doing right now is just trying to be competitive and get stronger. We're doing a lot of weight room stuff right now, hitting that hard, and trying to do some competition things. We've taken them out doing all kinds of agilities and things like that. And one thing we've started doing is about every couple of weeks we go in there and just wrestle. And just trying to be competitive, be aggressive, and so we're doing that, and hopefully that's going to pay off for us in the long run. We know we have a long, long way to go, and we're trying to do it right and do it gradually, and hopefully we'll be a little better at some things. DJ, I can tell you, you know, like last year, the 4 losses we had were all by 30 points or more. So right now, we've got to close the gap between the best teams in our region and us. And we won the close games, but we weren't competitive throughout the course of the game. The other ones, our motto all year was get the game to the fourth quarter. And so we got to be able to do that a little better next year. If we can, then I think it'll give us a chance to take that next step.
Did you see a greater interest with some of the younger classes coming up in terms of wanting to be involved with the football program? Has that started to take root yet?
Yeah, we've got a few kids coming out that did not play last year. And, you know, obviously that's important. I can tell you, I was so impressed when we got over. I talked to a lot of kids, and I didn't get anybody to come out for football at Houston Academy last spring. And but this year it's been a little bit different matter. We got some more guys coming out that'll help us.
Booster Club and supporters are all on board, all in?
Yeah, and you know, it's really about getting the right people together. You know, you get the right people together, you can do just about anything. And y'all are a good example of that. I mean, what would Chip Peach do without you two guys? And I know y'all, but anyway, probably a whole lot. But anyway, I'm trying to get the right people involved over there. And coaching, obviously, we've made some progress with that. But gradually, our boosters, our parents, I think, have done it. Really, were very, very supportive last year, and I hope that will continue with them. I think it will.
Have you had any conversations with Terry Curtis? Are you about ready to load up and go to Mobile and try your old buddy down at UMS?
No, they're pretty good right now, and I tell you, he had about as good a team this year as I've seen him have.
He had a great football team. Defensively,
they were not. Yeah, their defense was great. Offensive line was really good, and he had 2 or 3 skill folks that really could go, and they were a great team.
Well, I think that Houston Academy is certainly on their way. They got the right man doing the job anyway, and I know that you're looking forward to getting the guys back out for the spring and see what year 2 holds.
We are, and you know, I think obviously the second year things will be a little bit better. We literally started from scratch last year.
Yeah.
Here's the way you line up, here's the way you put your uniform on, here's the way you do this. So.
Well, I saw some of the early videos of you guys practicing, and y'all really did start from scratch. I mean, how you were doing warm-ups and calisthenics, just getting on the field and moving around like football players.
And had to do that. It's kind of like it wasn't like we were building new houses. More like we took what was left of the old house that we tore down and tried to put that together. And but I was fortunate that I said we were able to get some good coaching help, and eventually we got that over there. And I tell you something else that happened to us that was good. Our seniors kind of bought into things. When you get a new coach come in, a lot of times the seniors are kind of hard sell because they've been under something. But these guys really did a great job. I had I think 13 seniors, and they did a really nice job for us this year.
When they've 19 in a row, is it still a hard sell?
Yeah, you still. I'm gonna tell you still have issues with that, and you don't know where they're coming from a lot of times, And just like we would play a team, and I know, I've heard of the team. I may have never coached against them and all, but if they've had great success against your team in the past, well, it's hard to fight that. We've lost to them 8 years in a row or something, so we're still fighting some of those kind of things, but we're gradually making a little progress with them.
Well, Coach, it's always good to catch up with you, and you were certainly good enough to come down and give us some of your time. Certainly wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays through the rest of the month and into the new year, and look forward to touching base with you and catching up with you when we can in the near future.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Coach. Thank you, Coach. I'm sorry I've been over here fumbling the buttons the whole time, but hey, I'm DJ's guy. He always does this better than me anyway. So.
DJ and I have done a lot of interviews down through here.
Now we're going to get Tracy Miller to come on. She's going to sing the national anthem for us as we get
good to see you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Come on, Tracy. See you, Coach. Mallory, come on. Tracy, Mallory. Tell you what.
Who we going to get?
Who wants to go first? Come on, Mallory. Come on. Well,
we're a team. Yeah, we do this together. No, we can. Yeah.
See you, Coach. I was thinking the arms raised up on that, but maybe they don't.
She can sit in my lap. Yes, we're good. We'll make it work.
Mallory Stanley and Tracy Miller, owner-operators Tallulah Bells. This is awesome. I love being here. We came in last night, the Christmas music, all the nice stuff. This is a cool place. A lot of times, and we talk about this in all our areas of our town, and I'm not saying they don't, but you hear about Daphne, you hear about Fairhope, you hear about some of the bigger areas that have these neat little places to go in and get the things that big cities have. We have it right here. Tallulah Bells.
That's right. Yes. Your one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. Talk about some of the things that we have available, some of the new stuff coming in here at Tallulah Bells that people have to have for this Christmas.
You know.
Tracy, sing the national anthem first. Let's break the ice.
No. Well, we have a lot of different things. We like to have items that have like a good backstory behind them. Like our Franklin flannels. They're out of Franklin, Tennessee. There's no two just alike. Proceeds from them go to help different charities for veterans and animals and children. We've created our Christmas at Tallulah Bells t-shirts this year, and part of the proceeds for those go to help Paul's Cross. And we have a lot of great other items like jewelry and clothes, and gift certificates are always a good idea too.
Well, I love the stationery that you guys gave us. Could you read that, Mallory?
Can you believe this shit?
This is the official stationery of Drive Time. We love it.
Right there.
We love it.
That is awesome. And what's even more awesome is that Mallory just read it.
Hey, I'm sweating. Like now, I never freeze up. I'm shaking. What just happened?
Just breathe.
Where's the mimosas? Where's the mimosas?
Survey says. Oh man!
Oh my goodness!
That was unexpected.
You could have hit me in the face with a sledgehammer right now, and I wouldn't be any. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
Well, you said read it. I was doing what you said. So.
That is the single greatest moment in Drive Time history. That's number one. That's number one.
I mean,
We like being number one.
Isn't it, they do the little year-end stuff, and they do all the highlights. That's highlight number one. That's the best.
That's
the best.
The last thing on the highlight reel from 18 for drive time, anything really for BMP is going to be that right there. Number one.
But you're going to bleep it or not?
No bleeping. See, that's the deal. We're not under any regulations here. We could. This is obviously not an all ages show this morning. So if you've never been to Tallulah Bells, you have to come now. You have to come. I mean, this is awesome. If you don't, you don't. I mean, you don't know what you're missing. They have snacks. Listen, and you won't believe this. I'm gonna tell you right now. I like that hashtag. Can you believe this shit? That's what that new hashtag needs to be. That is crazy. I love it.
Yeah. Don't tell Ricky. Don't tell Ricky.
It's your mom and dad. I was about to say, is your mom and dad watching this?
Daddy probably will. But, you know.
Maybe mom.
Doing what I was told, okay? They're gonna make me think I'm a bad influence. Oh yeah.
If Megan had been sitting here, I wouldn't have been shocked by that at all. Okay. But the fact that Mallory said that, I'm extremely I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I'm gonna be any good technically anymore for the rest of the time. Because I don't know what just happened. I quit eating. Can we need to hit rewind on this? I have never, ever, and you know this, I have never gone back and watched the drive time ever. As soon as I leave here, I'm going to get in the parking lot, and I'm going to pull it back up, and just wow. It's like, that really happened. This just happened. Tracy, the ice has been broke.
That has been broke. Yeah. No national anthem. Thank you.
Hey,
Daddy just texted me.
Now Mal's phone's blowing up, and listen here. You tell Ricky, I had nothing to do with this.
Ken, please?
I was over here. I was fumbling around with a bunch of buttons over here when you broke bad.
Ham biscuit. I don't know what happened.
When you broke bad and said that, I was over here fumbling with a bunch of buttons.
I was eating a ham biscuit.
I missed it.
Daddy said, I'm watching.
Ricky, I apologize for my part in this, and I want you to know that I really mean that, okay?
I love you, Daddy.
Listen, so here's the thing. Let's get this out of the way before we get any further on down this road, because DJ's got a care package or gift package sitting in front of him. Yeah. What do y'all want to say? The first person to come in today and say that they saw this on drive time, to say what Mallory said.
Yeah.
The first person walks in and says, and hashtags,
I believe
that right there. Can you believe this? The damn buzzer wouldn't work. But if you come in and if you'll say that right there, you'll win this gift basket. Just make sure there's not a bunch of people in here when you come in and say, hashtag, can you believe this stuff? Like if you walk in the door and you start screaming that, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The temperature went up 15 degrees. I'm hot now.
And I thought last night was bad. We was testing. There was like 30 people watching, and all they want to talk about was this racket. And now she sits down and starts talking about, can you believe this?
Maybe the most fun place in Bruton, Tallulah Bells.
I'm going to tell you something.
Always have a good time.
Listen, can we do this like every Friday or at least every other Friday? I mean,
yes.
I'm going to tell you something. I think what you just said, the next thing you know, you're going to be come over here selling in a bikini or something. If that happens, Ricky,
no,
I will get up and shut the show down, okay? Because I'm not facing that wrath. At all. So,
oh my
and Rusty, if you're watching, well,
you on the nice list.
You and Tracy were on the front row of the Pygmies with me and DJ, so I'm not so much worried about you getting mad about that. I didn't see Ricky up there on the front row with the Pygmies. Oh, okay.
No.
So, I think DJ, I don't even know what to say after that. Like, do you? I mean, not really. Let's talk about this. As a grown man, okay, I can say honestly that y'all got a lot of stuff in here, and I'm not a shopper or a fashionista or anything like that, but there's a lot of stuff in here. And
good variety.
If you're looking for anything that you could possibly want to wear Well, it's here. You just need to come and check it out.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's here.
And we just got 3 more boxes, so we'll have some new stuff coming out today, too. So
3 more boxes of stuff just come in,
Yep.
and I'm looking at sassy sizes
for kids.
for kids.
Yep.
I'm looking at queen size. So y'all got for the queens?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, what about the Smediums? Where's the Smediums at in here?
They're out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can find some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting visions of Christmas grandeur here, right? With I
Don't
feel
have
like
any yellow sweaters, though.
I think DJ's still numb.
I feel like I have a concussion.
Okay.
Listen, man, it's going to be okay. Yeah, get the soap out I told you to show. I don't know that's Jesse James talking about some soap, so I don't know what she's talking about. Have you got some soap she's talking about, DJ?
Oh, yeah.
We do have some
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
listen, one too many mimosas this morning. I take it back. One too many Hardee's biscuits. That's what it is.
I slaved over
Yeah,
this biscuit.
hand me that one.
Yeah, DJ has.
This is what you need, DJ.
Here we go. So they do have some men stuff in here.
How about that? Yeah.
Men don't stink.
It actually
Yeah.
smells
And it
really
smells
good, too.
really good. But don't carve it. I mean, it's not carving soap.
Cook it and carve it.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say,
Yeah.
don't give him no soap because he's going to sit there and start.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Have y'all watched any of those videos?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask. I know you have. Can y'all tell me what y'all like? What is the allure of watching somebody sit there and carve on soap?
I think they've had too much wine.
They've had too much something. I mean,
They need to get on.
and I'm going along the lines of like medication, or whether legal or illegal. They've had something that I mean, I can't. I don't get that whole thing. DJ says it's the sound. It's
The sound's what gets me.
Yeah.
It makes a sound?
Yeah, when they cook it, and then they carve it off, and it's like pellets. It's just
Now, you need to come and stay out
I like
in the woods
it.
a little bit with
If
us.
I'm cooking something, it's going to be edible.
Yeah.
It's certainly not going to be something I'm cooking to just sit there and,
Well, if I'm cooking
start
it with-
chopping up. You know what I mean?
it offers an escape. It allows me to escape.
So you're telling me that the soap bar is a substitute for the second sandbar? Is that what you're saying?
It can be, yes. It has been.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Chevy Ann says it's exhilarating. So okay, we'll
I'm just not sure about anything anymore. I'm just having a hard
She's
time
feeling better.
finding my footing.
listen. For those of y'all just joining us, DJ had a somewhat of a traumatic experience while ago. He had a wreck, and he's trying to recuperate from it. He is under concussion protocol right now, and yeah, I mean, he don't. I don't think he knows what to say. Are you still sweating? I see the beads. I see the beads on your head.
Is my head beat?
Yeah, right, for real.
Yeah. I'm just.
I'm sure you're not breaking out like you did that
Your
time.
ears getting red.
Yeah.
You know, it's 8:30 in the morning. Everything's going fine, and you get off the rail quick.
Oh, your fault.
It was, yeah.
I was just doing what I was doing.
Yeah, you know, you shouldn't
You know,
have said.
speaking of this, Coach Riggs did say that it smelled a whole lot better than the last time he sat
did.
down with me and you.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that
don't stink so.
well, that do you don't have smell good stuff in your office over there? Because that's the last time he sat down with us in your office.
No.
When
I'm
he,
messing with some baked goods that are in.
well, there may be some of that.
Oh.
I was fixing to say, I hope that ain't Ricky Scott. I'm looking for an exit strategy. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say, look, y'all can have every bit of this. I'll come back later on, and if it's here, fine. If it's not, that's fine too.
Before I left the house, Mama said, now you need to conduct yourself in a professional businesswoman way.
You did. Hey, listen. Let's also say this. After you may have already said this, I may be repeating, but Mallory is one of the new chamber board of director members. So for all you existing chamber board of director members, remember, can you believe this? This is, hey, this is why this year's chamber, I can't wait to go to some of the events the chamber plays. Oh my gosh. I hope when I roll up and kick it at the creek, it says,
Oh my God.
kick the out of the creek.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing mine.
And at the bottom is a hashtag kicking fire.
I'm going to get mine. put in a shadow box. And I put up in my house
I
like
love
a conversation piece.
I love
Why is that in the shadow box? So let me tell you why.
I can't wait to
Do you
be.
need any for stocking stuffers, Melanie?
What's going to happen is I'm going to get home and I'm going to put this like on my desk, and Kinsley's going to walk by and she's going to read, Daddy, what is this? Can you believe this? And I'll be like, listen, no, I can't believe that you just said that either.
Mallory gave it to me.
But you're not going to believe who gave it to me. And I'm even more shocked that she said it than I am you.
I can tell you what's going to happen. This spring, when all the schools have a Dr. Seuss week and they bring in the outside readers, Mallory will be lined out every day in every classroom in the Dirty 30 to read to the class. And today, boys and girls, we have Mallory Stanley.
I'm already booked.
Yeah, already booked. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, guest reader.
Come to her class.
Reader. All right, boys and girls, today we're going to have some stuff. We're going to read stationery.
I can't believe this stuff.
Stationary. Let's see. I'll tell you what, man.
I'm going to
It is
hear about this
classic,
later.
Get that back going.
What are the holiday hours? When are you guys closing up for Christmas? When will you be open back up? Things like that.
Today is 10 to 5:30.
Ish.
Tomorrow's Saturday, so it's 10 to 2. Sunday, you'll be here 1 to 3.
1 to 3. Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve is Monday, so we'll be here 10 to 2. And we'll be closed Christmas Day and the day.
At least come by.
Absolutely.
Just come in, under no obligation to buy. Just come in. You will love visiting with Mallory and Tracy. They have snacks.
Yep.
They have great Christmas music playing. Just come in and check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody who's never been here, just walk through the door and you'll see what I'm talking about real quick.
Yeah, just come hang out with us.
I mean, I got to come. What time did you say y'all close tomorrow? I got to come down this way myself. So
10 to 2.
10 to 2. Okay, ish.
Yeah, we live on the ish time.
We kept them down here late last night, so we they gonna shut it down. Did you say y'all open
Sunday?
close the day after Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Open back up Thursday?
Day and the day after.
Okay. So you open it back up Thursday and Friday of Christmas. Okay. What about New Year's? What's y'all's plans for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day?
New Year's Eve we're open 10 to 2
yeah.
and closed New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So we'll be back the 2nd.
We're going to get in huge trouble if we don't do this, Ken. Huge trouble.
Okay.
Lily Jones has a birthday today.
Happy
Happy birthday, Lily Jones.
Lily, Megan says happy birthday.
Let's see here. Where's that?
Gucci's got a birthday today. Corey Maxwell, yes, sir.
Corey Maxwell. Happy birthday,
Happy
Gucci.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. I didn't realize. Well, you know what? I did know that because
You know why you knew that?
I know
because yours is the That's why you know it. And you weren't going to say anything about it. Hit the button again. Happy birthday, Ken Wood.
I wasn't say anything about it. So, and I messed up when I said this.
I knew it.
I knew exactly why his birthday is today. Yeah.
That cued me in. Ken Wood, turning 35 tomorrow.
I should have kept my mouth shut on that. So.
Coming for your birthday party? Like they did.
I'm not as fortunate as you and Aunt B to have the pigs show up for y'all's birthday party. No, I'm not that fortunate.
Rest sure is hoping they'll come back in tomorrow.
I was fortunate enough to be at both of those parties, thank the good Lord. So I had a great time with that. But I'm thinking like next year having my party in the middle of the summer and
around June.
June, the end of June again, and that works.
I think that'd be great.
I think that's when I'm gonna celebrate my party. I'm just gonna lie and tell everybody it's my birthday, and that I'm 35.
We'll celebrate together. That's
And we'll celebrate all that together. And I'm gonna bring in an all girl Guns N' Roses tribute band.
No.
All girls.
No.
I'm actually lying, but that would be I've actually tried to find Super Tyrone in the Mail Review, but I don't think they play anymore. You remember Super Tyrone?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, these guys were great. Imagine Morris Day and the Time and Prince like all mixed together. That's what they did. And the last set, the lead singer came out in a Superman outfit, cape and everything, big ass, the whole 9 yards. Oh yeah, and
I love some Prince.
they put on so does DJ.
Yes, I do.
You know what too? And I told Cam this. You know what song they did not play at Halloween?
They didn't play it.
And after it was over, I said, Cam, what's up, man?
I mean, and
They
he
were
said,
freezing though.
well, he said, man, he said, I ain't gonna lie. He said, you told me about, and he said, and we just got to, but it did get cold.
It got cold.
Yeah, it got cold.
I mean,
it did.
you can see the chill bumps on them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they didn't have any clothes on. I mean, so I mean, yeah.
I love every time you turn, you're just right on the right.
If people think
We tried to move that.
That is not what I'm looking at.
Every time.
And just in the all you can see is that.
Hello. Every time you turn.
It's a blessed day, according to that, right?
What it says.
Can you believe this? I feel like Steve Harvey on the, how he's got them cards up there. Oh yeah. 100 people surveyed, top 6 answers on the board. Here's the question: where do you need to buy your Christmas presents from? Tallulah Bell. Can you believe this? Steve Harvey. We've been saying we were going to do the Family Feud. We need to do that. We need to get like a couple of different groups and call them families and do the Family Feud.
Lee says everybody's looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, he was last night.
It is kind of
It's like right.
Yeah, it is right there.
Well, he was last night. He was. I think Lee was the one who made a comment about that rack last night. So, I thought the necklace looked nice.
Weighted perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, when they started talking about a headless rack last night, I was turning around and like, what are y'all talking about? I had no idea what they were talking about. And then I got the picture real quick, like when I turned around and seen this headless rack right here next to me. But you got something you got to be looking for. It's like getting caught off guard a while ago like we did. Again, Ricky, I apologize. So
That's better than me singing the national anthem.
yeah.
Well, you know how when in the old days when TV would go off late at night, you know how it went off?
Yeah.
To the national anthem. So when we sign off tonight, or today, guess what you're going to get to do?
No.
That's all you.
No.
I'm not a singer.
I'm not a singer. Only in the car.
All right, so
By myself.
gift basket giveaway.
Yes.
Come in.
First
person to come in and say,
Hashtag.
saw it on Drive Time. Hashtag, can you believe this?
Stuff.
This
Scheisen.
and this is nice.
This Scheisen.
What all is in here?
That's German for that word.
There's some Tallulah Bells koozies in there.
Yep.
There's one of our Christmas at Tallulah Bells Paul's Cross t-shirts.
Yes.
Part of the proceeds to those shirts go to Paul's Cross. And then there's 2 $25 gift certificates.
Wow.
Too, so
And somebody's going to have this today.
absolutely.
Just come in and hashtag, you know what? And it's yours.
I mean, there it is. There it is.
Hashtag have your picture made though.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
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 You gotta do that.
Yeah.
And look,
We love pictures.
listen, and there's some photogenic women sitting right here. Okay, I don't know if you saw a picture I put up this morning of
Yeah, I saw
Mallory
it.
and Tracy and
Deborah.
who's not here by the way.
Here.
You're supposed to be here, Deborah.
If you were here, this would never this would never happen. Just FYI.
Listen, I may have to see your daddy later on this afternoon, and I hope he's forgot about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think-
Could you imagine being hunting out at Why Not and he's out there?
I wouldn't
Guns?
No, I'm out. I've heard how deep that pond is.
Come on over. We're going to make a drive.
Yeah.
Do something a little different today.
You gonna be the one with the milk jug.
No. What milk jug? I don't have a milk jug.
Yeah. Somebody does.
Where would I get one from?
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, I can tell you I'd have to pass on that hunting trip today because DJ, she's sitting by you, so I'm gonna say you corrupted her.
Well,
What?
You did tell him to read
No, he was actually so caught off guard that his head started sweating.
Yeah,
That is
I
correct.
saw the bees.
I'm cold natured.
I'm so happy that I was working on something over here that I can't tell you how ecstatic I am that I was
I thought
doing
he was
that.
about to fall out.
Yeah.
Listen,
Christmas.
I've always thought, like Mal was like, the sweet and like
She is.
and Megan's always been the one that would like tell you how things really are. You know what I'm saying?
No, like growing up, everybody said Megan was the mean one and I was the sweet one. Now, I mean, I think she's sweet, but
All that's over.
Okay.
All that's over.
I've always been one of them that believe that same thing. Right up until this morning.
No, like not the mean that she's mean part, but yeah.
I don't believe any of that no more.
Have you ever been in the Navy?
What the Navy?
Swearing like a sailor.
Oh. Okay, I get
She's been
that.
working with me too long.
She's been down at Toledo Bells.
Yeah,
That's what
blame it on
we're
me.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you can blame it on somebody. So, Toledo Bells to buy something. What would you put me on to buy? Now, I know. Remember, I'm broke and that kind of thing. So, balling on the budget's what I'm talking about.
Are you talking like bikini now?
I'm just talking about I mean, what would be not for a man, for a wife? If I'm buying for.
I said you talking like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Kenny. I'm talking like Big Kenny now.
Big Kenny.
Yeah.
Big Kenny wouldn't walk in here. I can tell you that right now.
No, but we love Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Miss Glenda's been in this morning. Yeah.
I can tell you, Big. I can tell you.
Today we got new.
I tell you, Big Kenny's been in here. He just don't know it.
I got a question. Tallulah Bells. Where's that name come from?
That's my sweet little pup. That's not so sweet.
That's the dog's name.
Yeah.
Tallulah Bell.
Well, Tallulah's her name. Yeah.
Okay.
No one to Bell, and she's not. She's a Tasmanian devil. But
Gotcha. Interesting.
yeah, but yeah, she was named after her.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, to answer your question, we have a lot of affordable, clothes and jewelry. Now, if you want something a little more luxury item, we sell the hobo wallets and the purses, and we have OTBTs, which we give 20% off all day, every day. And just a little bit of everything. Yeah. I mean, we'll set you up. We've got bath products and candles and just a little bit of everything. Yeah.
This is a cool place. I like it.
Oh, it really is.
Did Rusty do a lot of the?
He did for Emmy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I like? Really like what I love the rope racks. That is so awesome.
I like the command center.
I like that too.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know why? Because it reminds me of you remember that spaceship on Lost in Space? You remember that?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. That's what it kind of looks like. And it makes me feel like I'm in a hardware store, so I don't feel so intimidated about walking in a women's store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't go in Victoria's Secrets at all. Period. Not at all. You'll never see me in that place. I'm not going in anywhere where somebody could walk by from Bruton and see me up in there and they say, "What's that man in there looking at bras for?" They may sell other stuff. I don't know what they sell. I've never been in there, but I'm telling you, it's going to remain a secret to me because I'm not going in there to find out. I take it you don't have a problem. The look on your face, it looks like you've been in there a time or two.
I hadn't been in there today,
but you've been in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. The highlight of this morning has to be
Hashtag
that right there, without question.
I want you to go back and somehow clip and paste that part of it,
like Bombers Down. Yeah.
like Bombers Down.
Oh, you want that to be a soundbite?
Yes.
Okay, well, we can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it till her daddy says it's okay. I'll tell you that. Good call. Because I'm not getting killed. Okay.
Oh, there it comes.
What? Oh,
I'm just
no.
teasing.
Man, hey, tell you right now, you ain't seen a big guy get up and run in a while. I promise you, you're about to see two. I think I can make it out of the back of that red truck pretty quick, DJ.
Yes, sir.
All right, so hey, great time. I know we took up most of all y'all's time, and I know we got to get out of here. So, what do y'all want to tell everybody? Come on down.
Yes.
It's Christmas time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We love y'all. Thank y'all for all your support, and thank y'all for having us and coming down. And
This was fun. I knew it would be, but this was a lot of fun.
yes, thank you. And let's just forget about all the hashtag stuff.
That will never be forgotten about. Mara.
I'll never forget it.
That will never be ever.
I didn't have to sing.
Yeah.
That will never be forgotten about.
My ears aren't really
Ever.
bad. I'm not.
When I see you in the future and I just start to shaking my head, you'll know
I
exactly.
know exactly what you'll mean. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. All right, DJ. We got to get out of here.
Merry Happy Christmas.
Bleed.
It's been great. We've had a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all being in here. Get by Tallulah Bells. If you've never been here, just come by and check it out. You'll be glad that you did. We're done at until next Thursday.
Yep. See you next Thursday.
Y'all have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you to Jim Peach Loads and Pete Chevrolet for making it possible. Thank you to Tallulah Bell for having us down. Y'all have a good one. Love y'all.
Thank you for tuning in to the Dirty 30s #1 broadcast. DJ and KJ. Tune in next time when you'll hear DJ say,
Good morning and welcome to this edition of The Feel Good.